Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Clint Eastwood, a legendary icon of American cinema. Clint Eastwood, born on May 31, 1930, in San Francisco, California, is one of the most enduring and influential figures in American cinema. Over a career spanning more than 6 decades, Eastwood has become known as a masterful actor, acclaimed director, and powerful cultural symbol of rugged individualism. His contributions to film as a performer and filmmaker have earned him widespread respect, critical acclaim, and a permanent place in Hollywood history. Early life and career. Clint Eastwood Jr. grew up during the Great Depression, moving frequently due to his father's job. After graduating from high school, he held various jobs and was drafted into the U.S. Army during the Korean War. His Hollywood break came in the mid-1950s, landing small roles in B-movies before achieving fame with the television series Rawhide, 1959 to 1965. Rise to fame. The Man with No Name, Eastwood's rise to international stardom began in the 1960s with director Sergio Leone's Dollars trilogy, A Fistful of Dollars, 1964, For a Few Dollars More, 1965, The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, 1966. These Italian-made spaghetti westerns revolutionized the western genre and established Eastwood as the archetype of the mysterious, morally ambiguous gunslinger, the Man with No Name. Hollywood stardom. Dirty Harry and beyond. In the 1970s, Eastwood cemented his legacy with the role of Inspector Harry Callahan in Dirty Harry, 1971, a gritty, controversial cop film that sparked debate over law enforcement and vigilantism. The film spawned 4 sequels and helped define Eastwood's screen persona as a tough, stoic enforcer of justice. Throughout the 70s and 80s, Eastwood starred in a range of films including High Plains Drifter, 1973, The Outlaw Josie Wales, 1976, Every Which Way But Loose, 1978, Sudden Impact, 1983, known for the iconic line, "Go Ahead, Make My Day." Acclaimed director Eastwood transitioned successfully into directing, earning respect for his craftsmanship and storytelling. His directorial breakthrough came with Play Misty for Me, 1971, and he later won widespread acclaim for Unforgiven, 1992, won Academy Awards for Best Director and Best Picture. Mystic River, 2003, nominated for 6 Oscars. Million Dollar Baby, 2004, won 4 Oscars, including Best Picture and Best Director. Gran Torino, 2008, a late career hit both critically and commercially. American Sniper, 2014, one of the highest-grossing war films in history. His films often explore themes of justice, redemption, violence, and the American identity, told with emotional depth and understated style. Personal life and legacy. Eastwood has led a colorful personal life, fathering 8 children and being linked to various long-term relationships. Politically, he has often expressed libertarian views and served as the mayor of Carmel by the Sea, California, from 1986 to 1988. As of the 2020s, Eastwood continues to work actively into his 90s, defying age and remaining a relevant force in cinema. He directed and starred in Cry Macho, 2021, continuing his legacy as one of Hollywood's oldest active filmmakers. Honors and cultural impact. Clint Eastwood has received numerous accolades, including 4 Academy Awards, 3 Golden Globe Awards, AFI Life Achievement Award, 1996, Kennedy Center Honors, 2000, France's Legion of Honor. Eastwood remains an enduring icon of American masculinity, independence, and artistic integrity. From cowboy to cop to contemplative director, he has reshaped the image of American heroes on screen and left a lasting legacy on the world of film. Evolution as a filmmaker. Clint Eastwood's growth from action star to a revered director is one of the most remarkable transitions in Hollywood history. Unlike many actors turned directors, Eastwood developed a distinctive cinematic voice rooted in minimalism, character-driven narratives, and moral ambiguity. He's known for working quickly, staying under budget, and shooting few takes, a style that reflects his belief in trusting actors and maintaining natural performances. His directorial style is often described as classically American, unflashy, contemplative, and thematically rich. Many of his films explore the consequences of violence, the burden of heroism, and the complexities of justice and forgiveness. Key directorial works and themes: Unforgiven, 1992. This revisionist Western deconstructs the myth of the gunslinger, portraying aging outlaws haunted by their pasts. Eastwood's performance as William Money, a retired killer drawn back into violence, earned the film 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director. Mystic River, 2003, a dark, emotional crime drama based on Dennis Lehane's novel. This film delves into childhood trauma, revenge, and moral uncertainty. It earned Oscars for Sean Penn and Tim Robbins. $1 Million Baby, 2004, a poignant story about a female boxer and her grizzled trainer, played by Eastwood. The film confronts aging, loyalty, and assisted death. It won Best Picture and cemented Eastwood's place among the greatest directors in modern cinema. Letters from Iwo Jima, 2006, and Flags of Our Fathers, 2006, these two films, told from opposing sides of the Battle of Iwo Jima, American and Japanese, showcase Eastwood's nuanced approach to war and humanity. Letters from Iwo Jima was especially praised for its empathy and perspective. Gran Torino, 2008, Eastwood plays a bitter Korean War veteran forced to confront his own prejudice and isolation. The film, often considered a swan song to his tough guy image, became a global box office hit. Later career and ongoing work even into his 90s, Eastwood has continued to challenge himself creatively. American Sniper, 2014, a massive commercial success. This biopic of Navy SEAL Chris Kyle sparked conversations about patriotism, trauma, and the costs of war. Sully, 2016. Starring Tom Hanks as pilot Chesley "Sully" Sullenberger, this film focused on quiet heroism and bureaucratic scrutiny, themes Eastwood often revisits. The Mule, 2018, and Cry Macho, 2021. Both starred Eastwood as an aging outsider, confronting mortality and loneliness. These films reflect a more reflective, personal tone in his work. Public image and political views. Clint Eastwood has long defied easy political categorization. Though often associated with conservative ideals due to his rugged, anti-authoritarian characters, his actual views are more libertarian. He has expressed skepticism about government overreach but also values personal freedom and nuance over party lines. He famously gave an unscripted speech at the 2012 Republican National Convention, where he addressed an empty chair meant to symbolize then-President Barack Obama. The moment drew both criticism and amusement, highlighting his unconventional style and willingness to take risks, even in politics. Awards and recognition. In addition to his Academy and Golden Globe wins, Eastwood has received César Honorary Award, France's equivalent to the Oscars, BAFTA Fellowship Presidential Medal of Freedom, one of the U.S.'s highest civilian honors, numerous honorary doctorates for his contributions to film and culture. Clint Eastwood's enduring legacy. Clint Eastwood's body of work spans genres, generations, and ideologies. He is at once an old-school symbol of American toughness and a reflective artist unafraid to question that very persona. His characters often wrestle with the same demons: aging, justice, regret, that define many of his personal and artistic concerns. Whether as the squinting gunfighter of the good, the bad and the ugly, the grizzled cop in Dirty Harry, or the aging director behind $1 Million Baby, Eastwood has remained true to a core vision, telling stories that examine what it means to be human, flawed, and resilient. Collaborations and influential partnerships. Clint Eastwood has built long-standing relationships with a core group of collaborators, which has contributed to the consistency and efficiency of his filmmaking style. Key collaborators: Lenny Niehaus, a close friend and composer for many of Eastwood's films. Niehaus helped define the moody, jazz-inflected scores of Eastwood's directorial efforts. Tom Stern, Eastwood's frequent cinematographer since the early 2000s, known for subdued color palettes and naturalistic lighting. Joel Cox, Eastwood's editor since the 1970s, instrumental in maintaining Eastwood's trademark lean, efficient pace. Morgan Freeman and Gene Hackman, actors who gave career-defining performances under Eastwood's direction. Unforgiven, $1 Million Baby, Invictus. Tom Hanks, Bradley Cooper, and Hilary Swank, later-era stars who delivered Oscar-nominated or Oscar-winning turns under his direction. Eastwood is known for running a quiet, disciplined set, earning deep respect from cast and crew. He discourages yelling, action, or cut loudly, preferring a calm, focused working environment. Music and other interests. Clint Eastwood is also an accomplished jazz pianist and music lover. He has composed the scores for several of his own films, including Mystic River, $1 Million Baby, Changeling. Grace Is Gone. His passion for music led to the creation of Bird, 1988, a biopic of saxophone legend Charlie Parker, which earned Eastwood the Best Director award at Cannes and demonstrated his range as a filmmaker. Personal life and family. Eastwood has lived a private but eventful personal life. He's known to be reserved, stoic, and independent in real life, much like his on-screen characters. Relationships. Eastwood has had several long-term relationships and marriages. He was married to Maggie Johnson, 1953 to 1984, and later to news anchor Dina Ruiz, 1996 to 2014. Children. He has at least 8 known children, several of whom work in entertainment. Scott Eastwood, an actor, has appeared in The Longest Ride, Fury, and Suicide Squad. Allison Eastwood, an actress and director, has appeared in and directed films, including working with her father. Despite his fame, Eastwood prefers a low-key lifestyle and has lived for many years in Carmel, California, where he once served as mayor. Impact on American cinema. Clint Eastwood is one of the rare artists who successfully reinvented himself multiple times, from actor to auteur. Unlike many stars who faded with age, Eastwood evolved from a genre actor into a filmmaker of emotional depth and artistic rigor. Reinventing the Western. With Unforgiven and earlier works like The Outlaw Josie Wales, Eastwood helped reshape the Western from myth to morality tale. Icon of masculinity. His screen presence has become symbolic of American ruggedness, grit, and individualism, often imitated, rarely equaled. His influence can be felt across generations of filmmakers, including Quentin Tarantino, Christopher Nolan, Kathryn Bigelow, and David Fincher. Quotes that define Clint Eastwood. Here are a few memorable lines, on and off screen, that capture Eastwood's essence. Go ahead, make my day. Sudden Impact, 1983, A Man's Got to Know His Limitations. Magnum Force, 1973, I Tried Being Reasonable. I Didn't Like It. The Outlaw Josie Wales, 1976, Take Your Work Seriously, but don't take yourself seriously. Clint Eastwood, personal quote, a lasting legacy. Clint Eastwood's contribution to global cinema is vast. From defining American cool in the 1960s to exploring vulnerability and grace in later decades, he remains a rare artist who has never chased trends or pandered to Hollywood norms. Whether portraying lonely cowboys, brooding detectives, or flawed heroes, Eastwood has consistently explored what it means to be human, with all its strengths and weaknesses. His continued work into his 90s is a testament to his passion, endurance, and deep connection to storytelling. Clint Eastwood, selected filmography. Small diamond. As an actor, Eastwood has acted in over 60 films, often portraying strong, silent types. Key performances include 1960s A Fistful of Dollars, 1964, Spaghetti Western Breakthrough for a Few Dollars More, 1965, The Good, The Bad and the Ugly, 1966, iconic final film of the Dollars trilogy, Hang 'em High, 1968, his first American Western after Leone, 1970s. Dirty Harry, 1971, launched the iconic Inspector Harry Callahan role. Play Misty for Me, 1971, his directorial debut. High Plains Drifter, 1973, The Outlaw Josie Wales, 1976, Escape from Alcatraz, 1979-1980 OS. Any Which Way You Can, 1980, sequel to one of his biggest box office hits. Firefox, 1982, Sudden Impact, 1983, Tightrope, 1984, a more psychologically complex cop thriller. Heartbreak Ridge, 1986. 1990s Unforgiven, 1992, a career-defining performance and directorial triumph. In the Line of Fire, 1993, The Bridges of Madison County, 1995, a romantic drama opposite Meryl Streep. Absolute Power, 1997. 2000s to 2020s Space Cowboys, 2000, $1 Million Baby, 2004, Gran Torino, 2008, Trouble with the Curve, 2012, The Mule, 2018, Cry Macho, 2021, Small Diamond. As a director, selected highlights: Play Misty for Me, 1971, The Outlaw Josie Wales, 1976, Bird, 1988, Unforgiven, 1992, Mystic River, 2003, $1 Million Baby, 2004, Flags of Our Fathers, 2006, Letters from Iwo Jima, 2006, Changeling, 2008, Invictus, 2009, J. Edgar, 2011, American Sniper, 2014, Sully, 2016, Richard Jewell, 2019, Cry Macho, 2021. Trophy Awards and Honors: Academy Awards, Oscars. Trophy Best Director, Unforgiven, 1992, Trophy Best Picture, Unforgiven. Trophy Best Director, $1 Million Baby, 2004, Trophy Best Picture, $1 Million Baby. Sports Medal. Multiple acting nominations, including Best Actor for Unforgiven and $1 Million Baby. Golden Globe Awards. Trophy Best Director, Bird, 1988, Trophy Best Director, Unforgiven. Trophy Best Director, $1 Million Baby. Sports Medals. Cecil B. DeMille Lifetime Achievement Award, 1988, Other Honors. Military Medal. AFI Life Achievement Award, 1996, Military Medal. Kennedy Center Honors, 2000, France Commander of the Legion of Honor, France, United States National Medal of Arts. Graduation cap. Honorary degrees from universities such as USC and Berklee College of Music. Money bag. Box office success. Clint Eastwood's films have grossed over $3.5 billion worldwide as of the 2020s. Notable hits include American Sniper, 2014, over $547 million worldwide, his highest-grossing film. Gran Torino, 2008, $270 plus $1 million Baby, 2004, $216 plus $1 million. The Mule, 2018, $174 million. Eastwood has consistently delivered profitable films, often with modest budgets, a rarity among directors today. Global cultural impact. Eastwood's films resonate worldwide because of their universal themes: justice, morality, age, redemption, and resilience. In Japan, France, and Italy, he's often viewed not just as a Hollywood icon but as an auteur, an artist with a distinct voice. In France, Eastwood is admired by critics and intellectuals, often compared to John Ford and Akira Kurosawa for his thematic depth. In Italy, his collaborations with Sergio Leone elevated him to mythic status. In Asia, particularly Japan and Korea, Gran Torino and Letters from Iwo Jima earned deep respect for their portrayal of cross-cultural and historical complexity. He has been referenced in countless songs, movies, and pop culture, including a character named Eastwood in Back to the Future Part 3. Older person aging gracefully on screen. Eastwood has embraced aging rather than avoiding it, rare in Hollywood. Films like Unforgiven, Gran Torino, The Mule, and Cry Macho don't hide his age but rather use it as a theme, exploring the loneliness, regrets, and wisdom of older characters. He remains one of the few filmmakers who directs and acts well into his 90s, maintaining relevance across generations. Career milestones. Timeline: 1950s. 1954. Signs a contract with Universal but appears only in small roles. 1959. Breakthrough role as Rowdy Yates in the TV series Rawhide, which runs until 1965. 1960s. 1964. Stars in A Fistful of Dollars, launching the spaghetti western trend. 1966. The Good, the Bad and the Ugly becomes an international hit. Late 60s. Forms his own production company, Mulpasa Productions, granting him control over his projects. 1970s. 1971. Directs his first film, Play Misty for Me. 1971. Dirty Harry redefines the cop genre. 1976. Directs and stars in The Outlaw Josie Wales, a major turning point in his directing career. 1980s. 1984. Receives critical praise for Tightrope, showing a more vulnerable character. 1986. Elected mayor of Carmel by the Sea, California. 1988. Directs Bird, earning the Golden Globe for Best Director. 1990s. 1992. Unforgiven wins Best Picture and Best Director. He becomes the oldest person at that time to win Best Director. 1995. Stars with Meryl Streep in The Bridges of Madison County, showing his romantic range. 1999. Directs True Crime, one of his more underrated works. 2000s. 2004. $1 Million Baby sweeps the Oscars. Eastwood becomes the oldest director to win Best Picture at age 74. 2006. Directs two war films, Flags of Our Fathers and Letters from Iwo Jima, in the same year, an extraordinary creative feat. 2010s. 2014. American Sniper grosses over $500 million. 2018. Returns to acting at age 88 in The Mule. 2020s. 2021. Releases Cry Macho, once again starring and directing at the age of 91. Movie camera. Eastwood's philosophy on filmmaking. Clint Eastwood's approach to filmmaking is famously no-nonsense, shaped by respect for efficiency and storytelling. Don't overthink it. He prefers minimal takes, trusting instinct and avoiding elaborate rehearsals. Naturalism over spectacle. He resists flashy effects and overproduction, favoring authentic dialogue and human moments. Quiet authority. Like his characters, Eastwood's directing style is understated but commanding. Respect for the audience. He avoids moralizing or explaining too much, believing viewers can think for themselves. Prolific work ethic, he doesn't dwell on awards or critical reaction, and often begins new projects within months of finishing one. I like working. I'd rather be working than sitting around talking about working. Clint Eastwood brain personal values and worldview. Eastwood is known for his individualism, stoicism, and belief in personal responsibility, values that resonate in both his films and public persona. Self-reliance. Many of his characters operate outside institutions, trusting their own moral compass. Moral ambiguity. His films often explore characters who live in the gray area between right and wrong. Unforgiven, Mystic River, Gran Torino. Aging with dignity. His late career work embraces old age as a strength rather than a flaw. Compassion beneath toughness. Characters like Frankie Dunn, $1 Million Baby, and Walt Kowalski, Gran Torino, reveal deeper emotional layers beneath hard exteriors. Superhero reimagining. The American hero Clint Eastwood helped transform the Hollywood hero archetype. Early in his career, he subverted the clean-cut cowboy image seen in earlier westerns, like those of John Wayne, bringing a darker, morally complex tone to the genre. The Man with No Name was violent but thoughtful, solitary but noble, a hero shaped by survival, not glory. Dirty Harry turned the cop genre on its head, raising questions about justice and ethics. Unforgiven questioned everything the Western once glorified, showing the consequences of violence and hero worship. Eastwood has helped move the image of the American hero from infallible ideal to flawed, introspective survivor, a far more realistic and emotionally resonant figure for modern audiences. Books.
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.